and personal growth. With that in mind, for a successful meeting, we'll have three ground rules. When a meeting is going on or when someone is speaking, please avoid unnecessary talking. It distracts the speaker. And please mute yourself whenever it's not your turn to talk. And please avoid talking about sex, politics, and religion. Uh, this club's mission is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to uh, develop their communication and leadership skills. With this note, I'd like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, uh, Toastmaster Chanda. Toastmaster Chanda loves to interact with people and know more about them. She also likes to surprise her friends with handwriting analysis to like show them a little bit about their personality. So if you want to know more about yourself, you know who to contact. With this, I'd like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Chanda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arnav, for a great start. So, would request everyone whose camera is not yet turned on to turn on your camera and show your beautiful faces, just because it's not your weekdays. Mohit, Raghav, Anu. Hi, good morning, Mohit. Good morning, Raghav and Anu. Good to see you in virtual screen.
One, yes.
So as we are towards 446th meeting of our Sarjapura Toastmaster, I would like to welcome each one of you and a special thanks and welcome to Toastmaster Kavita. She has taken time to evaluate our target speaker and she is here with us. Mohit, are you a guest or you are already part of Toastmaster?
No, I'm guest. I'm guest.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself, how you got to know about Toastmaster and what brought you here? A brief intro.
So I was part of Toastmasters like long ago in 2016, 17. And then I couldn't continue. I mean, because of it- my laziness, you can say, in short. And then I wanted to rejoin the club since a long time. So that's why I was searching for a Toastmaster club near me. And I was Googling and I got to know there's a Sarjapur Toastmaster club. So I just called, I mean, there was a number and I called and I got the link.
Welcome back after, I think, 8 years.
Yeah.
And it's good that your laziness didn't kick in again and now you are here. So would love to see you in person meeting also. So we meet usually in Sajapura New Library. So whenever we are meeting, I think if you are part of guest group, you can attend that. Okay.
Sure.
Just ensure that whenever given a chance, you take the chance and speak. Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anu and Raghav, would you like to introduce yourself?
So we had been to multiple Toastmaster sessions, and I think I want to go back to giving stage talks, brush up my oratory skills. So decided to come back, join this club. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was part of Koromugla Toastmasters Club as a member, and similar to Mohit, I would say laziness. But the other things, I was not frequent, despite being a member. So then, after 3-4 years, COVID came. So I decided finally I will. Like my mother has been pushing me to become a member of Toastmasters. So let me listen to her for a change. So I decided, okay, let me get back on this track. And I think we are there on in New Library 2 weeks back. So I met
Yes.
Balaji's and I think yeah, hopefully this becomes more offline only. I think that will be great. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, that will
Yes.
be
Yes.
nice. Yeah, so nice to meet you all. What's yeah, this end? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Raghav and Anu. So we'll move ahead, and we have very energetic Toastmaster of the day, Checky. So I remember interacting with him for the first time when he came for our one of the offline meetings long back. And then when I got to know that he carries 15 years of corporate experience and he is very cool and calm. And just because I was facing difficulty in calling his name, and then I remembered with the metaphor of Chekki. So we used to eat a lot chikki, right? So that's when I have learned a lot just because he is not someone who comes very near to Sarjapur, but he was traveling from far. That's when I understood the dedication that he has for his own personal growth, and that's how he is here. And the theme for the day is does anyone remember what was the theme for the day?
Earth.
What's that? Not yeah.
Recycling.
I asked what's the theme of the day. If someone
Yeah,
might
yeah,
have the post.
energy conversation.
Yes. So he is the one who will be sharing more insight about it. So my perspective is I consume more of energy, and that energy is the resource that we have that gives energy to me. So let's hear more from him. And I would like everyone to ensure that be very active and participative whenever given a chance, so that you make best use out of it. So I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chekkizhar.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Satyanarayana. And good morning, everyone, all the fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, the theme is about energy conservation. Anyone know why that theme is chosen? Today is a special day in India. Okay, today is Energy Conservation Day. We are celebrating. And some people wonder, like, okay, there is no other things for these guys to do. For everything, there is a day. People think like that. But even I was also one of that person who thinks like that. Okay, for everything, there is a day. If you just Google what is special today, there will be one day for it. But that is needed because in so much distracted world we are living in, it's better to take one particular day and fully think about it and then spread the word about it. At least people who are related to that feel proud. Okay, something whatever we are doing is recognized. It is not going unnoticed. So people who are working in the energy sector and other thing, they might wonder like, okay, we are doing all these things, but what is the use? And for that kind of people, today is a day for them. It is like a personal birthday to them because a lot of people might wish them, okay, you are in this field, etc., etc. Now, I like to hear from you people, from your point of view, what is energy conservation mean to you? Can somebody unmute and then say whatever you feel like, okay, this is energy conservation? Can somebody unmute and talk about it?
Can I share?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. From my end, energy conversation, most of them we will feel like that an energy conversation means electricity and water, natural resources. Along with that one, we need to think about our personal energy conversation like fitness, yoga, or anything. Mainly, whenever you are doing any yoga or exercises, automatically our body conserve our resources and it will give the freshness to us. So obviously, whenever we are doing this activity in the early morning hours, our entire day will be happy and we will work as per our targets. So energy conversation, I can think from my perspective, our mind, our body, we need to consider. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, very well said, Satya. It is not about like saving some megawatts of electricity considers energy saving. Even in my opinion, I respect people around me and particularly family members. they are spending a lot of energy. If you take my life partner as example, she is taking a lot of energy to get vegetables and cook it, and then I'm eating it. I'm getting energy from it, and I really do not want to waste it on a taxi driver or auto driver who is just cutting in front of me in the traffic. So I just go cool with it. So don't want to get tension, shout at him, and spend my energy with that. And in my opinion, that is also kind of energy saving, at least for me. Anybody else have a opinion or want to weigh in here?
I
Yeah,
have
go ahead.
one. This is Adarsh from MVJC Toastmasters Club. So for me, again, energy conservation is more like, as much as possible, reducing pollution, because to just, cut down on how much like petroleum is used in our day-to-day life. So what I try to do is, as much as possible, when there is an opportunity, I prefer walking than using any like public transport.
Okay, well said, Adish. And in fact, that is my next point or a question to you all. Whether the electric vehicles, are they really saving energy and protecting environment? That is a question. Keep that in mind, collect your thought, and whenever time permits, we'll again talk about it. Now, we are moving into the Toastmasters meeting. The Toastmasters meeting typically have three parts. It is about speaking and evaluating the speech, and we have a table topic as well. So these three segments are core part of any typical Toastmasters meeting. So in order to evaluate, we have a general evaluator who take care of the entire meeting, start to end. And we have Satyanarayana, Toastmaster Satyanarayana for that. So I invite Toastmaster Satyanarayana to talk about his general evaluator role and how he is going to utilize this role to ensure this meeting goes smooth. To tell about Toastmaster Satyanarayana, he is a software professional in Bosch with passion for creating innovative solutions. Along with this, he is exploring the calming depth of yoga. And any typical young boy or boys in India, very cricket enthusiast. I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Satyanarayana, who is going to act as a general evaluator for today's meeting. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Satyanarayana.
Thank you, Chikki, for the warm welcome. Yeah, before jump into the roles and responsibilities, I want to share one quote to all. Good enough is good enough, but it can be better and better. Is it good enough? It can be best. Good enough may suffice most of us, but there is always a room for improvement. Strive for progress. And when it matters, aim for the best. So our Toastmasters also, it is provide the platform to improve our soft skills like communication and interactions between other peers and all. So we can properly utilize and improve our soft skills. Now I am coming into my roles and responsibilities. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, the purpose of general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take the notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look forward examples of preparation, organization, and delivery, enthusiasm, and performance of all our duties. At the end of the meeting, I will give the report. Thank you. Shall I call tag team?
Yeah, I believe tag team is
Yeah.
joined.
Yeah, I think so. Tag team join. Yeah. To support this one, tag team will support me for that one. I will call a timer. Mr. Arnav. 1 second.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya.
Once, yeah.
Shall I continue?
Arnav, sorry, 1 second, Arnav.
Yeah.
Arnav, basically from Gauhati, Assam, he is working as a data engineer in nobroker.com. Mainly his hobbies is trekking and reading. Yeah, he is a very good participant, and most of the times I observe that one, he will take the number of different roles in our team meeting. Yeah, hand over to Arnav. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters. As timer, I'll be timing all the table topic speeches, the formal speeches, and the evaluations. I'll be communicating the time that you have left using the red, yellow, and green card. For table topics, try to keep the speeches between 1 and 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1.5 minutes, the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, the red card. For speeches, it will be at 4 minutes, the green card will be raised. At 5 minutes, yellow, and 6 minutes, the red card. And for evaluations, try to keep it between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2.5 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. At the end of the meeting, I'll be providing a report on how much time each one of us took. So, to communicate the time that you have left, I do not have any option to add custom backgrounds. So, tell me if this will. Um,
Think so.
does this work as green for all of you? My background green. This will be yellow, and this is red. Yeah. Back to you, Toastmaster Satya.
Arnav, I think so. It's better. We can give the green, yellow, red. I plan to share to you. 1 minute.
No, I do not find any option to add backgrounds here
Okay.
in Teams. That's it. I have joined using my browser.
Okay. Then no
My
issue.
app was malfunctioning.
Yeah. Now I am coming into the Ha counter. He is the one of the inspiring to me always. Most enthusiastic and most energetic also, I can say. Most of the times I'm seeing his status. It is also inspiring to me. She is none other than Toastmaster Chanda. Yeah, she is playing today. Is our counter. Yeah, over to Chanda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satyam. So, pause a little bit, whether it's live, driving, or speaking. A pause used at the right time and the right place will increase your speed or your fluency or pump up the air of confidence in the bubble of life. But unnecessary pauses will reduce the clarity in almost every aspect of life. They say life is all about learning, but learning comes through making mistakes. So I am here where I will be noting down all the filler words like and the usage, multiple uses of few of the words and long pauses. So all the best to all the participants and ensure that you use less of filler words. Instead of that, you can use a little pause. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Satya.
Thank you, Chanda, for well described. Yeah. Now we are coming into the grammarian. Yeah. He is also now acting as the TMOD. He will explain his roles and responsibilities. Yeah. Hand over to Chekki.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today I'm playing two roles, and as part of grammarian, I watch out for the grammar improvement that people can do, particularly on the prepared speeches. And whenever it called out at the end of the meeting, I will come and share my report. As grammarian, I have to introduce word of the day. Since the theme is about energy conserving, I just now picked the word of the day as frugal. It's FRUGAL. I will put it in the chart as well. For example, to use it in a sentence, I'm a bit too frugal to splash out on designer clothes. Frugal. And idiom of the day also I want to introduce, and whenever possible, I encourage people to use that as well, since it also helps to plan our speeches quickly with the given situation. The idiom of the day is save for rainy day. Save for rainy day. So both the things, word of the day and idiom of the day, I will put it in the chat. Use it, and whenever people are using it, please give thumbs up, people with the video, so that people feel energized and other people also get motivated to use it. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator Satyanarayana.
Thank you. Yeah, you properly explained about the frugal and word of the day. Can you share in the chat also? So
Yeah, I'm sharing it now.
now we are moving into the prepared speeches. Yes, I will enter, as I already informed, now I am calling the first evaluator. She will explain about the topic speech, and she will introduce about the who is the speaker. So I'm calling Chanda. She
Satya, you can hand over to Toastmaster of the day, and he will
yeah,
be
okay.
introducing evaluator.
Sorry. Yeah, I can hand over to the Toastmaster of the day. Chekki, you can take it forward.
Thank you. And yeah, due to the last minute role shuffling, there were some hiccups, but rest assured, it is not the way typically it will go. We will handle it in a better way in upcoming meetings. I'm just putting the idiom of the day in the chart. Then let me get it to. Okay, I put that in chat. Now we are entering into the first part of the Toastmasters meeting, which are prepared speeches. So today we have two speakers, and obviously we have two evaluators as well. To introduce the first evaluator, that profile is, I was like very much impressed when going through that profile information. That Toastmaster Kavita, she is a VP of Tamil Toastmaster. It's a bilingual club, which I assume it's Tamil and English, and a Toastmaster for 4 years, and a Guinness record holder for performing folk dance along with other 10,000 dancers for 2 hours. Associate Automation Test Manager profession, blogger, podcaster, and freelancer by passion. I request to put your link of your blogging in the chat window. I'm very curious to visit and know about it. So it is, yeah, now I invite evaluator to introduce about the speaker, the speech level, and the expectation or the objective of the speaker.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear ladies and gentlemen. Today, my targeted speaker, Toastmaster Adish, is attempting level 5 P1 in the pathway visionary communication. So, this is all about developing the speaker's vision, and this is the first speech in that. So, the purpose of the speech is to develop a detailed vision for their personal life or an organization, and also the purpose of the project, especially the first speeches for the member to share some aspects of the vision. I hope the speaker, Toastmaster Adish, will rock the house by attracting the audience. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Can
Chekki,
you
you
hear
can
me?
invite.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What need to be avoided? Can you please tell?
Can you please call up the speaker with the...
Yeah, yes, yeah. I was on mute. Yeah, the speaker one is IAC student who loves spending time listening to music, watching and sketching anime characters, passionate about graphic designing, and currently vice president of public relations in his club. I do not have the speech title, so yeah, speech title, speech. PM Adish and PM Adish, your speech title. Over to you.
So I have the speech
Hey
tag.
Adish. Well, I guess do I move on or like
Yeah,
okay.
please carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Adil.
Hey Adish.
So what are your plans for the future?
Bro, I'm stumped. I don't know what to do for my future. I'm literally clueless.
Well, that's kind of understandable because I don't even have any plans for the coming hours. Well, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Have you ever wondered what does it mean to have a vision in life, to have a purpose or aim in life? Without having any such aims, life might seem pointless. Life might seem empty or bleak. Well, coming back to myself, I'm someone who handles a lot of responsibility, but primarily I'm a student. To start off, I'm an engineering student. So, as someone who knows the reality of his existence, that the job market is really, really bad right now, there are a lot of things, a lot of plans that I should be having to ensure I actually get a job. So, to coming back to my education, so in order to actually score a proper job, there are two things that are mainly important for me to develop, which is my technical skills and my communication skills. Coming back to my communication skills, they are something that again which I actually work on through Toastmasters. So I have been a Toastmaster for the past 2 years, and I feel like I can see the difference in myself. The difference of being someone who was part of the audience to now being in front of you guys, giving a speech. In Toastmasters, you get the skills to properly have a one-on-one conversation with a formal one-on-one conversation with someone from the industry, or a conversation or a speech with a group of people. And this is something that I've learned from my 2 years of experience in Toastmasters. But at the same time, coming back to my technical skills are again something that are really essential for me for my future. I could have the communication skills to give a presentation. I could have the communication skills to be in front of someone and elaborate or explain any given project. But at the same time, I also need the technical skills to correctly pinpoint what is really happening in the project. How do I do this perfectly? Well, as a third year IC student right now, the main thing that I should be focusing on are courses, as there should be something that I should have on my resume for the interviewers or the recruiters to actually consider hiring me. So, the things that I have planned for my future mainly are courses and internships, as they not only give the knowledge, but the experience one should have to, how should you work? How should you be acting when in a professional setting? And how do you act and how do you work when you're already employed? Now, coming back to the next set of responsibilities that I have, which is that of an XCOM officer. So, this is the first time that I've taken a main XCOM role in my Toastmasters journey, which is the Vice President Public Relations. So, for a lot of people, that they might be thinking, what does the VPPR really do? Well, the VPPR plays an important role in the functioning of the club, as it's my responsibilities to promote the club and individual achievements, to make sure everything the person does, everything the club does is seen, as at every point for every person it's important for them to be recognized for the efforts that they put in. If there's anything that the person achieves, for example, it may be a level completion, a pathway completion, they win something in a contest, or it can be something really meager that they have won something in a club meeting, they have done something really good in the college. It's my responsibility to make sure everyone is well aware of this. So it also not only complements the club but also complements the individual struggles and the individual effort put in by every single member. Now, how do I try to do this? Well, it's my responsibility to make sure that every single information about everything that's happening in the club comes to me properly. And how do I ensure this? This is something that I have to discuss with my fellow XCOM members. As if you think about it, the vice president of public relations doesn't really have that connection with the other XCOMs. The other XCOMs will be more focused on the quality of the club members, the way they speak, the way the club functions, and the way the club performs. But if you really think about it, motivation is key when you want anyone to do anything. And my work is that motivation that the people need. Seeing a poster on our Instagram handle and seeing that poster on our clubs, on our college's Instagram handle plays a detrimental role in making people stand out from the crowd. Seeing how, hey, this person has completed a level. Hey, this person has delivered a speech in this club. So it makes it really detrimental for me to be better at my job. And how do I do this? Well, there are certain goals that I've fixed for myself. One of them being having a better communication with my vice president education, being up to date with what's happening in my club, ensuring everything has a predetermined template ready so that when the topic arrives or when the event arrives, I can immediately present this. So the people are recognized the second they do something great. But at the end of the day, how about we have a small activity? So can everyone raise their hands for a second? Everyone? It can also be virtual. So think about it this way: where you're at right now in your life, go back 5 years, and from that point to now, think about what all have you done, and keep your hands raised if everything that has happened with you right now has been completely planned. Well, if you're raising your hands, that means everything that has happened till now is completely planned. And if there are people who are still raising their arms, kudos to you. You're doing a really great job in defining a work path for yourself. But this also shows you the reality of our situation. Life is just a blank canvas. But what comes on the canvas, what streaks of paint are on the canvas, are all dependent on us and the choices that we make in life. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adesh. And for a moment, you made me to think about my life flashback. And when you asked the question, I just went back 5 years and still thinking about it. I have to come back now to the Toastmasters meeting. Thank you. Thank you for taking us to your wonderful speech. And it really helped. It helped in both way. Like for guests, they can see like what the Toastmaster speech is all about. And meanwhile, I think somebody already learned, and now it is a time for going for new ExCom members. And we explained the roles of the vice president of public relations. Thank you. Now we are going to the next speech. For this, I'm
Sorry,
invite.
Chakri, for the interruption, just because Adesh has to leave, so you can call upon Kavita for the evaluation.
Okay, so who will be the speaker?
No, just because Adesh is a college student, right? So he has to leave. So Kavita will be evaluating, so
Okay,
you can call upon Kavita.
okay. So yeah, so I invite evaluator one, Toastmaster Kavita, to give feedback for our speaker one, Toastmaster Adesh.
Good morning once again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Motivation is the key to unlock anybody's potential. That is a great message Toastmaster Atish has given us on this lovely Saturday morning. What a beautiful message to have a takeaway in this meeting. I really appreciate that. Kudos to Toastmaster Atish. I would like to divide this speech into two parts. One is the commendations and then recommendations, and then finally summary of the commendations and recommendations. Commendations, the speaker has started with one of his friends, Toastmaster Adil, to bring up the catchy opening. So he just started with the catchy opening, even by bringing that person in person. It's not the virtual one. So it was really attractive, and his background is like outside of the house or room, it seems. So it was really good. And I really appreciate the commitment of the speaker on this. Second, he just made the vision as a student. He had a vision like how to crack the interview by increasing his technical as well as communication skills. So he just made the objective. For example, he just explained how he has utilized Toastmaster skills for improving and implementing the communication skills he learned from the Toastmasters. And for technical skills, he just mentioned about the internship and the approaches he is going to provide during the interview. So that's really nice. And then the third commendation is he just interacted with the audience silently at the end of the speech. That really hooked up the audience by raising the hand. Like he just asked how many of us are having a planned pathway or planned goals to which have been achieved in last 5 years. So we had very few participants who were raising the hands. That was really hooked up the audience, and it made the audience to think like whether are we having a vision for the next 2 years or 3 years down the line in our life as well. Coming to the recommendations part to elevate the speech into next level, the first recommendation would be the vocal variety. Though the speaker is very good at the stage and he's so convenient at the body language, probably he could have implemented the vocal variety at some times. I felt that the speech is like um, in the normal. So if he has some ups and downs with the vocal variety by having the conversation, even the conversation also, if it has some ups and downs with the voice modulation, it could have brought some more curiosity. The second thing, he was giving his vision, but when he was interacting with the audience by raising the hands, probably he could have given some tips like many of the like most of the people in this meeting are not having a vision or the planned vision. Since we are marching towards the new year, if he could have given some simple tip, one or two tips, like how can we create a vision for the next new year and how can we implement the skills which we have learned from the Toastmaster even in our professional or personal life. So that would be great if he could have implemented that. And the third recommendation is I felt that he slightly deviated from the PR skills since the objective was for um, more with the PR skills in the second part of the speech. Since his objective was to provide the vision for his personal as well as the organization, but I felt that he talked about the PR skills more. That was not necessary for this project. Overall, Toastmaster Adish has fantastically delivered his speech by attracting the audience with the commendations, interaction with the friends at the beginning, Toastmaster Adil, and then he had a vision. He clearly mentioned the vision of improving the technical as well as professional skills, and then how he has implemented the PR skills for his interview, and finally the great audience interaction by raising the hand. On the other part of recommendations, a little bit of vocal variety improvement and some tips for actually implementing the visions for the audience that will give the call to action. And the third, instead of just talking more about the PR skills, he could have given one more life instance on how he has achieved the vision or how he is planning to achieve the vision for the new year. Overall, the speaker has met the objective and he has given a real call to action for the audience here. Like we also have to have a vision in professional or as well as the personal life. Congratulations, Toastmaster Adish, for completing level 5 P1. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, evaluator, Toastmaster Kavita, and thanks for honoring this ad hoc request to give the report just after the speaker. And it was well elaborative result, and I definitely believe that that person was taking note in the mobile phone. So it is nice. I think I'm sure he will improve on that. Now moving to speaker 2, and before that, I invite evaluator of that speech to Toastmaster Chanda. Like already people introduced her, she loves interacting with the people, new people, and surprise the fans by letting them know about their personality by just using their handwriting. I think you are already on the way with your second income. Yeah. Over to you, evaluator.
Thank you, Chikki, for the wonderful introduction. I think so. I would like to call upon our speaker. So he is attending his level 1 P3 speech, and the purpose of the speech is introduction to vocal variety and body language. So here, the member is to practice using vocal variety and to enhance his speech. So So his speech title is Apathy for Education. So all the best to Toastmaster Balaji, and I would love to hear your speech. And handing over the stage to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Chekkizhar.
Thank you, evaluator, Toastmaster Chanda. And now coming to the speaker two. He is a software professional, no doubt or no surprise there. For living in Bangalore, we all are for last 10 years, and I enjoy listening to music and watching movies. So, Toastmaster Balaji, apathy for education, Toastmaster Balaji. You are on mute. Yeah.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My father worked as a teacher at a municipal high school in my hometown. When I was young, he used to take me to the school sometimes. I was very fond of visiting the school, and I still remember, have those memories. The school compound was very big and had a majestic building in the middle, and there is a huge playground attached to it, all at the center of our hometown. Are you surprised? A government school having a majestic building? Yes, the school was built in 1935 by British. The school had many classrooms, an excellent library, a big laboratory, and vocational training rooms. At that time, the high school used to have more than 1,000 students. Unfortunately, over these years, the government did not care to maintain the infrastructure of the school. Instead, it found ways to earn money out of the school. They converted all roadside classrooms into shops and started earning rent from those shops. A few years ago, I came to know that the majestic school building was demolished and replaced by low-grade classrooms. I would not be surprised if the number of students in the school now has gone down less than 200. My dear friends, this is a true reflection of how much progress our country had made in the last 30 plus years. Our leaders and government shown the utmost apathy towards public education. The same people are ready to spend thousands of crores during elections. They talk about, we becoming a developed nation pretty soon, and we are going to lead the world. In my opinion, they're all lies, and all these leaders are just fooling us. Fast forward to 2006, I was living in Hyderabad and was looking for a good school for my children. For the school admission, the school management interviewed me and my wife. There were so many anxious parents waiting outside for their turn. The environment looked very serious, as if the parents came to write some competitive exam. The school management committee informed us about the school fee and how much donation we had to pay towards development of the school. Even though the fees was a bit high, we felt happy that our children got admission in a school with big playground and other facilities. After around 3 years, the school suddenly hiked the fee by 30%. All the parents got enraged, including me. Many of us protested, but there was no use. The school management mentioned that they had to increase the school fee due to increase in salaries of staff and other expenses. At that time, we just thought they were just looting people. But why are people still going to this kind of schools? Because they want their children to study in schools with good facilities. Unfortunately, there are no longer government schools, government high schools that have majestic school buildings and good facilities. This is the pitiful situation across most of our villages, towns, and cities across our country. For the last 30 plus years, the government evaded itself of maintaining public schools. In my opinion, free high school education is a fundamental requirement for any country to become a developed nation. As per the Right to Education Act, it is the fundamental right of all children in India to receive free and compulsory education between the ages of 6 and 14. Schools cannot deny admission to a child at any time during the academic year. Unfortunately, the government itself is violating this fundamental right of children in this country. In many of the developed countries, 80% of the school children study in public schools and only 20%, around 20% go to private schools. In our country, the numbers have been going the opposite direction. In the recent times, the government agencies have become even incapable to conduct the nationwide competitive exams. In every 2 to 3 years, there is a paper leakage. This last year, the chaos caused by NEET exam results led to an uproar among students and their parents. If our country continues on the same path for another 20 years or so, we can forget about becoming a developed nation. On the other hand, there is a high possibility that we'll join the League of Least Developed Countries. So what's the solution for all this? I'm not sure. Maybe I will try to talk about it in my next speech. Thank you. Back to TMO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. The speech was really good and eye-opener. While that is there, I sincerely hope you did not spark anything in people's mind to move out of the country and become NRIs. So we will withhold with this situation and improve the situation. Okay. Now, earlier I asked about a question like whether the EV cars are really saving energy and making environment greener. I like to hear people's opinion about it. What are your thoughts? Whether EV cars are really saving energy and protecting the environment? Can somebody pitch in with their opinion about this?
I would like to say.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so energy vehicles are good for the environment in multiple ways. But the main thing is that whether the source of energy is renewable energy or fossil fuel. So in countries like India, where 70% or more of the fuel comes from the carbon fired, it does not make sense to use electric vehicles. Only if the source of energy is solar panels or or hydroelectric or some other renewable source, then only it makes sense to use the yeah, electric vehicles as such. But the one benefit is that it reduces pollution within the city as such. So yeah, they are mixed here. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Piyush. In fact, I am in line with your point where it is reducing the pollution inside the city. Because whenever we talk about it is causing pollution and not good for environment, we as a human being, we are so selfish that we are talking about our living environment only. We don't talk about getting, somewhere in Antarctica, it is getting polluted or something. Wherever we live, the Bangalore, Whitefield area or Marthal area is getting polluted. And in that level only we will talk. So when we use the EV vehicles, we know that electricity creation is happening somewhere in a very nasty way, but at least it is not happening in the mid of the city. So the entire pollution is happening somewhere else, but inside the city, at least it is reducing by using the battery vehicle to some extent. something is better than nothing. Yeah, I agree with you. Any other conflicting point or any other point on this? Then before we move to the next session.
If I can come
Yeah.
in, like
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of reports saying the amount of carbon emitted during the manufacturing process of a EV is very high, and that to actually offset that, to become actually carbon neutral, so that the uses of that electric vehicle resulted in net zero carbon emissions would be around 10 to 12 years for a four wheeler, which is quite a high like number for because we don't normally use that electric vehicle for that much time, right? So I think there's still a lot of progress to be made in this in the manufacturing process and the technology part for electric vehicles, and I think then only it will become viable as a good like option.
Okay. Thank you, Arnav. In fact, I am on a verge of going for an EV, but your point is making me to think again whether it's going to really save the energy. And of course, I'm not going to EV to save the energy, frankly. It is to, comfortable and the too much waiting time in the fuel station. But thank you for your point, Arnav. Yeah, Toastmaster Balaji, you are about to say something. Love to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Cheki. Yeah, I think any technology that we introduce, we always claim, okay, this is going to change the world, this is going to reduce the pollution. But only when the technology used at a mass scale, then we'll really see the side effects of it. We as humans, for some reason, we are not able to foresee long enough what would be the impact of any new technology that we have been introducing. Um, so, for example, when car was first invented, probably some 100 years ago, everybody thought, oh, this is the thing that is going to create a revolution. But those same vehicles, we are now having so much difficulty managing pollution and all these things. So Piyush and Arno have covered very good points. I would like to add one more point on how EV would either conserve the energy or or it will help the environment or not. Let's say there are like lakhs of cars, and after 6 years, probably their batteries will need to be replaced. Now, how are we going to dump those batteries? Where are we going to dump? That's all chemical, right? So have people thought about it? How can we recycle those batteries without causing any other, as such, right now we have so many chemical factories, pharma factories that are causing a huge amount of ground pollution. Now, when these batteries all come out in large scale, how do we, want to dump them, and how do we neutralize them before dumping? So that is something also we need to think. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Balaji. Again, these are all like really eye-opening again, because like you said, where these batteries are going to end up after it get used. Those are all the questions that need to be answered. So thank you and for this wonderful discussion. Now we are moving to the second portion of our Toastmasters meeting, is table topic session. And so far with the speaker one, speaker two, and evaluator one, we have not used the word of the day, which frugal. So I recommend and looking forward that is getting used in the table topics. So don't be too frugal to use the word of the day, frugal, and don't save it for any day. Today is the day, use it. And now going to the Toastmaster, the table topic session, and the table topic master, Toastmaster Piyush. So he is an IT professional. Again, no surprise in Bangalore about it. Hobbies with classic fiction books and the web series bingy. Also interested in treks and travels whenever feasible. So over to you, table topic master, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you, Toastmasters checking. So, uh, yeah, greetings and again, Toastmasters and guests. Coming to this topic, it means the topic that Jackie brought up of energy conversion. It is close to my heart. So I wanted to take a few seconds around that. He already brought about many discussions around that. One point I wanted to raise was that even nature tries to conserve energy or be more, how to say, they, for example, you have always heard water takes the path of least resistance, then or river takes the shortest path. But do you know that even light, they take the shortest path through when they flow through various mediums. Uh, I was just a couple of days back going through a science article in YouTube, and it showed that how the angle of refraction through depends on the speed of the light, and it tries to cover the shortest path. So even nature tries to conserve itself or save itself or use the path of where you are using the least possible energy to go to the maximum distance. So coming back here to the table topics, which is where both the guests and members will be able to participate. Uh, it is to practice the impromptu speaking. I would be giving a topic, and thereafter you will get around 10 to seconds to 20 seconds to plan that and then speak out on this. You can speak for 1 to 2 minutes. You will have a grace period. Minimum time is 1 minute and max is 2 minutes. And you have a grace period of 30 seconds after that. So with that, I would call upon the first volunteer to uh, to raise their hands or so that I can give them a topic. Okay, I have Satya in the air. So Satya, if I can ask, what is your most favorite dish and any memories of same? What is your most favorite dish and any memories of same?
Most memory of the dish.
Your most favorite
Dish.
most like this, yeah, this food, yeah.
Okay, this is a somewhat little bit of typical question, but uh, I can say like that one. My most memorable dish, um, biryani, I can say, but that is not from the restaurant. It is prepared by my wife. So the dish, whatever she will biryani, she will prepare number of varieties, but all vegetarian only, not the non-vegetarian. In this vegetarian also, she will explore. Nowadays um, we are all in 20th world, 20th century world. So she is also getting more information from internet, identifying the ingredients from that one, preparing. Mostly we will get the biryani or fried rice with every month once. This is one of the most memorable dish, and always I will remember that one. And one more point is that one, it is hygienic also. Yeah, with this one, I will hand over to Piyush back. Thank you.
I think Satya, I when you say that, I will. It means your wife would never be upset with you. You are saying your most favorite dish is for homemade biryani and fried rice, and it really brought me back sometimes to like the homemade food that we really enjoy back at our home. Sometimes like aloo paratha my mother cooked, and it was really what you call the best dish that I remember from my childhood days. So thank you, Toastmaster Supriya. Uh, I see next is Toastmaster Kavita. So yeah, the next is I will as an individual. Topic is, as an individual, do you feel your contributions are too small for energy conservation? Repeating, as
Yes.
an individual, do you feel your contributions are too small for energy conservation?
Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many of us are contributing to 3 R's: reuse, recycle, and reduce, just for energy conversion? So, do we really contribute on these 3 R's? I'll repeat once again. Reduce, reuse, and then recycle. Any of you are following on your day in day out life? Okay, I could see big no. Okay, I could see 1%, couple of people. Thank you so much for the response. I just wanted to share one personal experience, though I'm not sure if I'm trying to contribute for this energy conversion directly, but indirectly I'm trying to follow a couple of things. I usually follow some app called Echo Crew. There are a lot of apps, but that app is so efficient in Bangalore, which I really use it for last 1 year for segregating my all waste, be it a cloth or sandals or shoes or plastics, just notebooks, whatever is not in use in my house. Instead of directly throwing it into the dustbin, I capture that and raise a request. Those persons will come to home. It's kind of doorstep. It's similar to doorstep delivery. It's doorstep pickup for picking up your waste. So earlier, I used to put everything into the dustbin, like in the trash, apart from the notes and books or newspapers. That's what I used to go to old shops, and I'll put it for the recycling. Because of that, we can recycle, or we can make it for the energy conversion. But the other thing, have you? I haven't even give a try for recycling my shoes or sandals. Have any of you tried it? Probably, if you just look at my shoe stand, it's like for opening a new shop. Like I have a lot of shoes. Other than the home, I have a lot of things. Even people, even the kids has 5 to 6 pairs of shoes or sandals. That's how our lifestyle has changed, especially in metro. So even now, that is going beyond the shoe stand. But still, I haven't even tried to recycle that. But I kept a separate boxes for the other all the waste, whatever I want to use. Only whichever is not possible to reuse, I try to do that and take a picture and create a request. That's what I just started doing it. Second, for energy conversion, instead of putting all the dust into one thing, I segregated the wet and the dry, and I properly try to manage it, be it in my kitchen or be it while brooming the house. I started doing it. The third, I carry a bag always. It's not just for the table topics. I started to really, because earlier I was not doing it. I started carrying a bag. Earlier, if I was using 10 plastic bags. Now I'm using just two instead of 10. I just reduced just 80 to 90% of using plastics unnecessarily by carrying a bag with me in two-wheeler or four-wheeler, or if I walk, even I just carry that while going for getting a milk from the society. So these things I started practically implementing, and by seeing me, my family members, my husband and kid also started using it. They are not that much efficient like me, but they started at least using it for 50% of that specific tip. So if we started using recycle, reduce, and then reuse, definitely we'll be able to contribute indirectly for energy conversion. What do you think, table topics master?
Sure. I think you brought about various ways how you can save or reduce or reuse yeah. And I believe you the the both the method and the effort that you're putting in is really helpful and kind of inspiring, because we also try after we understand that there's climate change happening, but we do not go about and do the real effort. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Kavita, for doing this and letting us know few things that you do as a part of your daily life. As such. So I see uh, Toast Raghav. You are are you a yeah
Yes.
Toastmaster? Okay. Okay. So then I would like to talk about the next topic. Okay. So how will you explain to a 10-year-old about saving environment? How will you explain to a 10-year-old about saving environment and why? Yeah.
Okay, so very interesting topic. So I'll take it up and so simple way. So for a 10-year-old, what is the most exciting thing for him or her to have chocolate or let's say chips? So we need to encourage them. Okay, if you're going to have that, use the dustbin. If you don't know where it is, ask your parents. So ask your friend if you're going to a friend's house to play after school. So ask them where's the dustbin. Don't litter at home. So start that practice at a small age so that they don't litter at home, and that automatically we can explain to them in their own language that you're helping to save the environment from less pollution overall. So that is one way. One more way is encourage them to cycle. Nowadays, we see a lot of people playing PS4, PS5 at the age of 10 or 12. So it's good and bad. Good, at least are able to enjoy that video games thrill as well. But I would encourage them to go out and cycle. So again, it leads back to our topic. I think if you do that, hopefully the same person, when you have the option of using a scooter or a bike, if you can cycle to buy your groceries, if you can cycle 2 or 3 kilometers from your home, take that option. Don't go for a cab. Don't go for taking a car, bike, whatever. You can take that when you become 25 or above. So that is one more way. And general small things. Don't need to be assertive to them, but whenever they turn on the tap in the washroom, for example, just quietly tell them in a polite way, turn it off. One, if you turn off this water, you can save your generation. So that example you can give it in a very child-friendly manner, so that they don't think why are you boring them. Save water, save electricity. It's not something they will be interested. Bring it out in a very fun way by saying if you do this you can go to swimming pool, maybe just give them incentive, then go to swimming pool in your society and spend half an hour extra. If you keep the water on here, the water there might be less. Like this small example I'm just giving, so it could be like that. So just build that mindset for them so that they can slowly understand what is environment, how to save environment, how to save energy. And as they grow older, they will imbibe all these principles or attitude almost, if you say, when they become older as well. So I think that's how I would do it if I had opportunity. I think. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghav. When you brought up the topic of cycling, I remembered that related back. Many times I asked my daughter to go to the nearby what do you call classes using cycle, and every time she says no. So it is never that is happening. But yeah, so she gives the condition: I will go only if you take me along as such. So, but I understand that we need to put in the uh, develop the habits right from the start itself. Thank you. So next, I would like the guest to. Okay, I see two hands raised. Is there anyone guest
There
who
is one
wants to
guest,
take?
Toastmaster.
Mohit. He can take it up.
I think Mohit.
Yeah, Mohit.
Hey, good morning. Good
Yes.
afternoon, Piyush.
Good. So
Um,
It means a generic topic, but what is the most desirable trait that you would like to see in your boss at your office? What is the most desirable trait that you would like to see in your boss at your office?
I think I mean the most. Thank you, Vish, for giving me the topic. But yeah, the most desirable trait. I think I will speak all of our minds here when you have given me this topic. I would actually name out a few traits that I would like to see in my boss. First one would be whenever I'm asking for leave, it should be granted without even asking even a question. That if I just put a mail and should if I'm putting a leave mail, I should get a reply granted. And one word, one simple word is will give a smile and will give more happiness than anything else. The second would be no more calls on the weekend uh, and after office. If that can be avoided, then I think this too will make our work life balance this lingo uh, in a practical life and rather being just in the news articles and in the theory. So yeah, this rotate would really help for any manager. And let's say if any of you are manager, then please this will give your reportees a much more happiness, and they will give you better feedback as well. Yeah, thanks, Piyush. I mean, this is my time.
Thank you, Mohit. I think it is very difficult for us to stop at one single trait when we
Yes.
speak about our bosses. So it was good that you stopped at only two. So I really liked it. But yeah, those are two very important traits: asking for leave and for calls. And I remember it means whenever I go for the leaves, I always have to bring my backup, who has to be trained, even if it is for 2 days. So that's how it is in my office. So that is very difficult to get a backup, and I have to get that. Yeah, though I have got most of the leaves, but yeah, I have to get the backup in. Okay, so coming to, I think I saw,
Yeah,
Maybe
I
Pragati is
believe I
one
have
of the
time for
guests.
one more. Or,
maybe in the interest of time, we shall we move to
okay,
evaluation.
okay, sorry. Yeah, we can. I would go.
Yes. Thank you, table topic master. Interesting topic, and I see like two guests very energetically participated and the interesting topics. Thank you for this interactive session. Now we are entering into the third and last portion of typical Toastmaster meeting, which is evaluation section. And we already finished one evaluation for speech one, but I will invite and hand over the stage to the general evaluator to take care of this evaluation session. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Cheki, for the handover. Yeah, now I'm coming into our tag team. They, okay, first I can go with the second speech evaluation. Yeah, Chanda.
Okay. Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Satya. So, congratulations, Toastmaster Balaji, for delivering a wonderful speech. So, the speech content really it was well structured and planned. And the hand gesture, I can see just because what happens whenever we are just because the speech objective was vocal variety and body language. So I saw that your hand gestures were mainly this. It was not entirely seen, but I can see. But instead of just closing it, just because closing means it shows nervousness, no, it was open, and wherever it was required you were using the hand gesture. So that was the best part which I liked. And one of the phrase which actually I'm not able to recall, when you told that lying. So that thing was the best impact that I saw of the body language. And a few of the suggestions which I can give where you can improve the body language and vocal variety was when you mentioned that there was a 30% fee hike, then how was your reaction? And when parents were anxiously waiting on the line for the interview and felt like it is a competitive, so this kind of a gesture would enhance your speech. Uh, and the first section where when you asked, "Are you surprised?" and give a pause. So that would have impacted a lot. And at the end, when you gave, that was a thought for everyone. At least I took it as, what's the solution for this? It was not something that you were imposing your thoughts on others. It was that what we can think from ourselves by seeing the what's the education trend that is ongoing. So these are the things which I liked, and the open gesture. But I would recommend that you can use the stage for, just because you told how when you were studying, how was the your school, the majestic school building, and how the facilities were there. And then you can have moved when you moved to Hyderabad and you were looking for your um, kids education, right? So you could have moved from one left side to the right side. So that would have impacted. And next time when you are delivering an online one, you ensure that at least 70% of your body is visible on the screen. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Satya.
Thank you, Chanda, for I likes your sandwich method. Whatever your Toastmasters, usually they will suggest give the recommendations in a constructive manner. Thanks a lot. And now I'm going into the tag team. Yeah, Mr. Arnav, can you give the timing about our speeches?
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya. It was nice to see that everyone used their time to the fullest. So nice to see there was no frugality there. But in the speeches, Toastmaster Adish took 6 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Balaji was right on the money at 6 minutes. And in the table topic section, Toastmaster Satya took 1 minute 38 seconds. Toastmaster Kavita took 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Toastmaster Raghav took 2 minutes 11 seconds, and Mohit took 1 minute and 17 seconds. So Toastmaster Satya and Mohit, I think you could have utilized a little bit more of your time. And in the evaluation section, Toastmaster Kavita took 3 minutes and 43 seconds, and Toastmaster Chanda took 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnav, for well described. Yeah, now we are coming into the ha counter. Chanda. Over to Chanda.
So I saw a lot of usage of yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was it was not from one speaker, it was from multiple. If I name few, Toastmaster Satya, Chekki has used a lot. Miss most of them has used yeah, just because it's our daily routine that we tell yeah, yeah, tell me. So that kind of, so we should avoid that just because it becomes more of an informal one. And Toastmaster Satya has used but so when he was delivering his table topic. Checky, when he was taking up the role of Toastmaster of the day, he has used yeah multiple times. Toastmaster Balaji, when he was delivering his speech, he has used yeah once. So, uh, so also couple of times, and was the usage. Adish, he is not here. I will give his report to him. Mohit has used so and yeah one time. Piyush had used but, so, yeah, and there was a little pause at one of the place when he was taking up the first time, and but yeah was also used. And Toastmaster Kavita has used and then two times and so one time. I think that's my report. A few of the places I actually got lost of because of multiple of the thing. So means I would apologize just because I was having multiple things going on in my head, so was not that much attentive. But thank you.
Thank you, Chanda. For I think so. Whatever the comments, we will incorporate into our next sessions. Okay, thank you. And now I'm coming into the grammarian Chekki. Hand over to Chekki.
Thank you, General Evaluator. With the speaker one, I did not find any grammatical thing. I think it is well articulated and scripted speech. I did not find any grammar with respect to the tense issues. With coming to speaker two, First of all, kudos because it's the person went to the in-person meeting location, then coming back to online thing, but still uh, managed to deliver the speech. That is, and that too in Bangalore traffic. Really a good, nice job. Only one thing I found is something about a paper leakage, but I think that word somehow I don't think it is gelling well. So that is something need to be looked into. When coming to the table topic, uh, Toastmaster Satya said she will prepare, but it's a
She prepares. Yeah.
surprise. It's a she prepares. And coming table topic, two speaker like Toastmaster Kavita. I think in one place you used conversion, but I think you maybe possibly meant to say conservation. That would have gelled well. Toastmaster with the table topic 3, I believe it is a worst, but I felt like a seasoned speaker. I did not find any grammar gaps there. Kudos and nice job. Table topic 4 speaker. It is uh, it is about when I put mail. I think again that will be, if we use the word when I put mail it would have better than if I put mail, because we know we are all going to take leave. So if I put mail, I think maybe it would have been better with when I put mail. I expect a reply from my manager. Maybe that would have gelled well. And that is with respect to grammarian. With respect to word of the day, I think it's a last minute thing. Maybe I would have chosen a difficult word to use or something. I do not know. But thank you very much, Timer, for using the word with adjective and at the end of it. And over to you, General Evaluator. That is my report on the grammar.
Thank you, Chekki. Your every table topic points you are explained and given the proper comments, and this is very helpful us to reuse and get the learnings from others also. So it will increase our capability, our communication styles, and vocal variety also with these comments with one another one. Yeah. Shall coming back to general evaluation. Surgeon at arms, I think so. We need to improve before going into that activity. Today also we started a little bit of late. Either we need to improve our timing, start of the time of the meeting, most of the either online or offline at exact time. So we need to think about all our Toastmasters, our members. Okay, coming into surgeon at arms, whatever the way he started the meeting and with a great smile and in club about the Toastmasters with mission and what we need to do and why we don't do all these things. He explained about that one. Coming into the Toastmaster of the day. After that one, yeah. Sometimes I felt like that one, yeah, very risky Toastmaster of the day. Most of the times I will feel, but Chekki, he well planned and well organized that one. And he given the, yeah, yes, I agree with him. What are the word of the day? A little bit of frugal to me. But we need to incorporate that one also, try to learn that one also. And always, whatever the smile with, it is giving more energy to the speakers, either evaluators or speakers. I like the team, mainly conversation. Uh, this energy management, usually what are the which topic, everyone mind is will come into the energy, but our table topic evaluator Kavita mentioned about the food coming into the picture, and Raghav mentioned about that one, about children's, to give the bicycles to children to buy something instead of giving the bikes. I likes very much that one. Yeah, as I mentioned already, the word of the day, little bit of Frankie. Thank you. Coming into the speeches, um, I forgot his name, Anil. Sorry. Okay.
Adish.
Adesh. Yeah, a lot of points are there. I noted down a lot of points about him. Whatever he mentioned, that vision and purpose in life. Okay, he's now he target about the latest market trend. So market always we are thinking about that one. Market job market is very bad. But if you guys think about that one, this is one suggestion from my end also. Always there are number of layoffs are going on. We will feel like that one. We'll felt usually. But in higher management positions, there are number of opportunities. Organizations are unable to identify the resources. So our Toastmasters also will give the one platform to us to improve our skills to grab that higher positions. My feeling is that one. Along with that one, what are the 5 years plan? Usually, most of the times we know that one every January 1st, most of us we will plan for next 1 year. But we won't follow after 15 days. But my point is that one we need to, we plan that one, we need to reflect every day to get more into our activities and what are the targets, it will be useful to everyone. Coming to speeches, second speech, Balaji, I recalled my native place once again back with your speech. My whatever I studied there, that is also 1965 school constructed. But now the environment, the system in our India, it is bad. Why? Because all the majorly schools and all conducted running by politicians. So they want to improve their income. Because of that one, our system is going like that. But we need to think about how to proceed, how to educate them also. We need to think and we need to give the guidance. This is, I like very much that title and the topic also. It going back to the my native, that is the one more point. Yeah, coming into the table topics. Piyush well mentioned about the light conversation and very interesting topics currently. And Kavita mentioned that one in the table topics related to reuse, recycle, and reduce. These are the 3 points also we need to consider in our daily activities. And also the whatever the Raghav tips also, it will very good. Mohit well said about the work-life balance. No calls after working hours. We need to work on that one. We need to tune our managers like that. Yeah, these are the observations. But I felt very good discussions and very good table topics today. Yeah, hand over to back to team Woody, Chiki.
Okay. Thank you, General Evaluator. It is really a tough job being a General Evaluator also, because you have to be joined first to properly track whether SAE is starting the meeting properly on time, and then be alert throughout the meeting, and then give the results at the end of the meeting. So it's a tough job, and thank you. You did very good justification for that role. Now, in the interest of time, though I have some points to discuss with respect to the energy saving, I will not discuss much. I will just keep my points to only two. One is we have to teach our kids about energy saving so that the future is taken care. And the second thing is we have to be patient. It is not like we are driving a two-wheeler or a car where when you take the turn, you will realize the turn. But it is a big ship or more than that, maybe spaceship. We are trying to take a turn with the energy saving. We will not feel that we are turning, but we are turning. And that is what reflecting in our Indian government energy related website. We are saving the energy, and meanwhile we are generating energy as well. So there's a good improvement from India side, and the people can check it out in central government website for the same. Again, in the interest of time, thank you very much for the very interacting session, and have a good day. Handing over the podium to our president, acting president, Toastmaster Chanda.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Chekkizhar, for ensuring that the meeting goes with a smooth flow, with lots of uncertainty that we had in between the role takers and all. But you did a wonderful job, and thank you everyone for active participation. I would request everyone to turn on your camera so that we can click a pic, and then the forum is open for networking. But before that, I have one announcement. So I would request everyone to turn on their camera. Pragati, you're there.
Yeah, sure.
Any emoji will work if you are your feelings, what you felt about the meeting.
Um, so I was.
Thank you. Yeah, taken. Yeah, Pragati, you were saying feedback.
Yeah, so I was a part of this group, I think WhatsApp group from a long time. I think it's been 1 year, but I haven't joined this meeting till now. So I just, I mean, thought to give a try this time, and to my surprise, I really liked this session. So I will try to actually be regular in this and try to contribute from next time.
Thank you, Pragati. For sure, Miss. I think you joined a little late. So from next time onwards, Miss, and you were the one who were requesting for an offline one, right? In the guest group, I remember. For sure, I will ensure that Toastmaster Satya is our VP membership. So he will ensure that next meeting, whenever we are meeting in person, he will ensure that you come into the meeting.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Kavita, I would like to have your evaluation once, just because this meeting, you are looking from an outside club, right? Or any improvement would you recommend us?
Yeah, the meeting was good. One area of improvement is I felt that the content for the practiced, or it could be more relevant. Otherwise, it was good. Even for G also, like I guess it's they are trying for these roles for the first time or second time, I'm not sure. But still, the G can consider for the quality of the um, some improvements for improving the quality of the meeting. So if he is able to provide some pinpointed, which could be actionable item for the club to take the club into the next level. Otherwise, all the role takers have done a fabulous job. And thank you so much for the opportunity given to me in both evaluation as well as table topics. I had a wonderful Saturday morning with you all folks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kavita, for your feedback. Just because most of them is Toastmaster of the Day has taken for the first time, at least in our club. I'm not sure about whether the previous club he was part of, but he is resuming after so long. So, congratulations to him. And then he has done wonderful job. And G wins first time Toastmaster Satya has taken, just because whenever I asked, he used to either take the tag team. So, your feedback will be helpful in ensuring that how we can concisely, precisely give the feedback which everyone can take away. And Toastmaster Piyush has also taken Toastmaster of the Day for the first time. So I think now he is ready for his speeches also, for looking forward for that. Mohit, any feedback from your end? In 8 years, what differences you saw in Toastmaster?
I think the way right now it's pathways that we follow. Earlier it was different. there was some speech 1, speech 2, some P1, P2. There was something different. I did something like P4, P5, some 4, 5 speeches I did, but now I think the pathways, with the introduction of pathways, things are different. That's the only difference I see. By remaining, the structure still remains same. It's been, yeah, that's a good thing that we have kept this thing, the core of the Toastmasters same in all these years.
Okay. Now it's the only thing that has to be changed is you.
Yeah,
The first step you have already taken, that you have overcome your laziness and you are here on that too on Saturday morning, just because everyone missed. If I remember a few years back, I was a person who used to see sun when it's very high at the top. So that was me. So I think I was saving my energy too at that time. Thank you for your feedback, and I would love to see if you are staying somewhere nearby and if we are meeting offline, ensure that you come in offline meeting, just because that is more wonderful, where we can interact in person instead of just interacting with the laptops. And there is an announcement from presiding
So when
officer
is it
side.
exactly?
It happens every alternate Saturdays based on the members' participant rate. We conduct offline or online. So for the past three
Where is
times
it?
we had, it's in Sarjapur. Exact location,
Okay.
Nuke Library. If you search, right, or if I will share you the location. It's opposite to Lakasa.
It's in Kaswanahalli area.
So the announcement is, you might have seen the presiding officer has sent a form. So would request everyone to take up the XCOM role, and the major open role is Vice President Education, Vice Presiding Officer, and a few of the roles you are already aware or part of it. So ensure that you take up the roles that you have never taken or you always wanted to improve in that respect. Just because if I share my personal experience, when I took up the Vice President Education role, I was a person who was very unorganized, but now the organization, how to organize not just the Toastmaster meeting, but how overall my planning should be done. So that has improved me as a person. Instead of just focusing on my personal improvement, here I can ask few of the role takers to take, okay, just move in the next step. So that's how I want everyone to nominate themselves, and if you need any clarity, you can reach out to me or Shiv Ganga for any further clarification. And now the forum is open. If you want to have any feedback or you want anything to be discussed, or how you can take the membership and all, that also you can just have a word. Any feedback, anything? And the recording will be available on the YouTube. So I will just share the YouTube link if anyone is interested to see the previous offline one also. No opens, nothing. So silent. Everyone is feeling hungry. Okay.
Are you feeling hungry first?
Actually, I was very late. So the last 5 minutes, I was eating my breakfast, and my breakfast plate is still next to me. It's just staring at me, or my dry fruits are waiting. Okay. Hopefully, we will be meeting next meeting on offline one. So would be willing to see everyone, and hopefully, I will be delivering my speech too.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Need to drop.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Chanda, I think so. Most of them, they are going for vacation. We need to think about that.
Yeah, miss. It's just that we will see, miss, based on the availability. Otherwise, it's fine, I think.
Yes.
Miss, but mostly I'm also on leave, but if I'm in Bangalore, I can attend. It's quite
Yes.
nearby onto this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.